Dogs is lucky. They can't read game laws.
Sometimes I wish I'd never went to school.
What are you doing out here all by yourself? You aren't afraid of me, are you? Come here. Ooh. We're friends. Right? Oh, aren't you cute? Come on. Up we go. There. That's better. Where's your mama? Are you lost? Don't you know where you are? Oh, you poor little thing. Don't you worry. I'll take good care of you. No, I'm not going to hurt you. That. You may not know it, but you're in a bad way here. Poor little fella. Sad to lose your mother, I know. You cute things. Here, don't you dare do that. Tough guy, huh? Well, listen here. We're gonna be friends. And that means you and you. Thanks ever so much.
I'm glad I happened to be on duty.
So am I. You're new around here, aren't you?
At your service, miss.
I'm Tony Markey, and these are my children.
Aren't you rather young to have two strapping sons?
Oh, 17.
Oh, I see. Where are you taking them, school?
No, home. I just adopted them.
Let me take him for you.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you. Thanks.
When I finish my course in forestry, I wangled a ranger's job, and here I am. And here you are.
Will you come in?
No, thanks. I've got to get back to my job. Goodbye.
Hey, my kitten. Thanks. I was scared.
I don't believe it.
No, really. Those dogs would probably eaten us up if it hadn't been for you. Won't you come in? I'd like you to meet my father.
All right.
Hello, Dad.
Well, am I seeing things?
Yes. Dad, I want you to meet,
Bob Alden.
He practically saved our lives. Bergman's dogs were after us.
Very glad to know you all. I'm very grateful to you.
Not at all. It was a pleasure, sir.
He's a cute little fellow, isn't he? I don't think I ever saw one with a saddle mark like this.
It is very odd.
It's lovely. The sign of an aristocrat.
Apart from the herd, eh? You're one of the new boys, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Sit down, won't you?
Thanks.
Have a cigarette?
Your daughter tells me you're a writer.
Yes, quite so.
Why, Dad.
Well, I'm running out of ideas, and that incidentally means money.
Oh, I wish you never had to think of money. I wish I could help.
You can get $20 from the state for that puma's hide.
This baby kitten?
Puma's a puma, young or old. As a matter of fact, it's part of my job to kill them on sight.
Oh.
But perhaps I didn't see any puma. That is, if you turn him loose.
No, I'm going to keep him. And the fawn, too.
Until young Mr. Puma gets his strength and a taste for deer meat.
I'm not worried about that. I'm going to bring them up together, and they're going to love each other.
It can't be done. Why, they're natural enemies.
I bet it can be done.
I wonder.
Certainly most of the evidence is against it.
I know, but I've dug pretty deep into animal psychology.
And written books about it, too.
And I've got a theory that only sheer necessity makes animals prey on each other. I'm almost ready to agree with Tony that if this baby puma is adequately fed, and the little deer is brought up not to fear him, they could be friends.
You'll never make me believe that, Mr. Martin.
Well, but you've got to admit, Alden, that it would be a very exciting experiment.
I'm afraid a bit too exciting.
Not for me.
Me either. Let's take him up on it, Dad. It might be something for you to write about.
Tony, I think you've hit on an idea.
If it worked out, it would certainly make an unusual story. But it doesn't sound as if it were going to work out.
Here! Come on here. Oh, don't be frightened. They're just babies. They won't hurt anybody.
Every day more like a shoe. One time catch 'em skunk, one time bear. Next time bobcat. Now, one deer, one tiger. No good machine. Everybody knows a tiger and deer no good company.
Oh, this is no tiger, silly. This is a mountain lion. And they're going to stick together.
Maybe stick together, all right, but stick together him inside others' belly.
Smart boy, that.
That remains to be seen. Tony, can't you keep those little pests quiet? I want to work.
Oh, Dad, they're not hurting anything. They have to have some fun once in a while.
Well, maybe you're right.
Come on, you. Your nerves are getting jumpy today, aren't they?
Oh, I suppose so.
Look, how's that for friendship?
I'd like our friend Alden to see this.
Oh, he'd say they're playmates, but he'd never admit they're friends.
Well, we certainly couldn't ask for anything much more hopeful than this as a starter.
Cute, aren't they?
What are we going to call them?
Their names, Bingo and Happy.
Well, somehow Bingo and Happy seem to lack the necessary dignity for my book.
Oh, well, if you can think of something else.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello, stranger.
Good evening, Tony.
Hello. You're just in time. We're trying to think of some names for these fellas. Have you any suggestions? Dad doesn't like mine.
Why not call the deer Malibu?
Malibu?
That's an Indian word, isn't it?
Yes, it means rough going.
Well, nobody has a rougher road to travel than a deer.
All right, Malibu it is. Agreed?
Agreed.
I christen you Malibu in the presence of...
In the presence of the father, the daughter, and the forest ranger.
All right. Now what do we call Bingo?
Well, I'm all out of suggestions.
I have a name for the puma.
Good.
It's Indian, too.
What?
Gatto.
Gatto? What does that mean?
I think it means, the misunderstood one.
Oh, that's marvelous. Come here, fella. Now I'm going to christen you Gatto in the presence of the father, the daughter, and especially the forest ranger.
Compliment accepted. How's the book coming along, Mr. Martin?
First rate. Have a look.
Like to.
You're getting mean. Come on. Good night, Mr. Gatto. Good night, Malibu. would look guilty. Just what have you been up to? Oh, you're not fooling me. Takes two to make a fight. Don't you know that this kind of squabbling is going to ruin Dad's book? Well, say something. So that's the way you feel.
Not so good, eh? Was all that in earnest?
No.
Tony, do you know what gatto really means? Prepare yourself for a shock.
Why?
It means outlaw, murderer.
Oh, but Alden said...
I know, but he was wrong. I happened to be looking through an old reference book just now and ran across it.
Oh. Well, let's forget about it. It's a nice name anyhow.
All right.
Come on. Now listen, you're going to redeem that name of yours. Come on now. Kiss and make up.
Well, how's the government?
Okay. How's the book?
Worked 8 hours today.
Well, that's fair enough. How's Tony?
Fine as ever.
And, Malibu?
Nearly ready for high school. And Gatto's all right, too, in case you don't care. Seriously, Bob, you'll be surprised. Why, Gatto's as gentle as a kitten.
Don't you figure that he might suddenly revert to type and hurt someone?
Not a chance. He's been raised a gentleman.
A young puma raided Bergman's chicken coop last night.
Yes?
Yes.
Too bad he didn't have Gatto's education. Listen, Bob, you don't seriously think that... Come on over here and look at something.
Look what I have for you, gentlemen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And one for me. Make a wish, and I'll blow. I know what I wish. I wish that next year will be as happy as our first. And that we three will be friends forever and ever and ever. What's the matter? Don't you feel well? You haven't eaten a thing in the last 3 days.
Well, just because the poor cat didn't want his ice cream doesn't prove anything.
See that Gatto is shut in tonight, will you, Mr. Martin?
You won't say anything to Tony.
No, not until I have to. Good night.
Thanks. Good night.
Off you go. Go on. Run along to bed. If I let you sleep here tonight, remember, no snoring.